guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Ahsoka. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 3 of Ahsoka, and I'm so glad that I saw that it was confirmed that the end of the last episode was in fact like showing us a recreation of the end of Rebels and pretty much everything that's happened in The Mandalorian all the way up to that point. Now we have no idea what's happening in the future. And I love that, one, because it kind of might explain why Ahsoka isn't anywhere in the future, why we don't see Sabine in the future, and it could be because they are off in a different galaxy. You know, they're off to find Ezra. They're off to find Thrawn. And we can see the big, hyperspace ring that's being built that, a Star Destroyer is going to fit in there. I don't know if it's like a Stargate where they end up on the other side and they're like, hey, we have a hyperspace ring too. We just didn't have a ship. Like, I don't know if that's how that's going to work because I can't imagine that it's easy to get back and forth. So if they are able to travel and get to that other galaxy, and maybe that's why we don't see them in the future. Now we see Ghost in different instances, especially I believe the Battle of Exegol, Ghost is there. And I don't know if Hera is going on this journey with us or not. She might be fighting things back home. I don't know. But like that would kind of explain why there's an absence of Ahsoka and some of the future content. Now, I will say that I really like Baylan and Shin. I really like Baylan. He's just got like this stature and just he's kind of like respectful of Ahsoka and like he even says it'd be a shame to kill her. And I think it's because him and Ahsoka are probably more alike than they would really think, because he's not a Jedi and she is no Jedi. And, he kind of goes a little bit overboard, I think, with just easily killing people and saying, I am no Jedi. But she also used tactics to get the information out of Morgan Elsbeth. And she tells Hu Yang, like, it's because I didn't use Jedi tactics. She's like probably doing stuff that would be frowned upon. And so I think her and Baylan are kind of, I don't want to say mano-y-mano, but they are kind of one and the same a little bit. And I really find Shin interesting because I was wondering, because she always does these moments where there's kind of like this look where she's like really thinking and you can see gears turning in her head. And she is very loyal to Baylan and she does what she's told. But I think when she goes and she sees Sabine with a lightsaber, she's kind of intrigued. Like, I don't know how many people she's fought with a lightsaber, or like if she's seen another girl her age with a lightsaber. And the fact that they're both Padawans, and I feel that she was definitely toying with her. Like, Shin totally could have killed Sabine at any moment. And she like wounds her and like leaves her alive. I think it's like almost the same thing as Baylan, where he said to be ashamed to kill Ahsoka. I think that she like really didn't want to kill a Force user or a lightsaber user or somebody who's also a Padawan. So I'm really interested to see those characters and kind of how that develops, because, him seeing the Purgle in the sky, which I didn't catch, and thank you for everybody who mentioned it in the comments, because I had to go back and watch it a couple times and I was like, where do you guys see this Purgle? And then I saw it and I was like, okay, I feel like he's connected, and because we know Ezra's connected to the Purgles, and so like there's definitely something deeper going on with Baylan that is more than just like being a mercenary for hire. Because he kind of mentions that like finding Thrawn would like bring you power, like ultimate power, and I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't know if it's like I don't know, like I don't think he's aspiring to be like Emperor Palpatine and have unlimited power, but I do feel like there's something more there than him just like wanting to be like a powerful Force user. Now, of course, we got Chop. We got my boy Chop. Oh man, that little devil, that little murderous, I love him. He was perfect in every single way. It's so funny that like he is probably got the highest kill count and he's the most beloved, and it's his sass, it's his attitude. It's just everything about him is like just so fun and irritating and lovely and obnoxious and sarcastic, and just the humor the droid has. I love Chop so much, and I was so happy to see him in live action when they had everyone across the stage when they announced Ahsoka, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing." And I'm thoroughly happy with, like, how everyone's been casted so far. I'm super excited to see Thrawn, hear Thrawn, like, just not have it be the animated version anymore, but hear the same voice of the same person. I think it's just gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that performance. Like I said, I don't know if we'll be seeing Zeb in this or not. It'd be nice if we got the whole gang back together, but I guess we'll settle for bits and pieces for now. We'll work our way up. But I'm really excited to see the adventure that we're going to go on, because I do remember from the trailer seeing the Purgles in the distance, and I'm interested in where Ezra is and how they get there, and how quickly we get there, because we have 8 episodes and this is only episode 3. So, they have to figure out where the map leads. They don't know that yet. I do remember seeing a confrontation with Baylan and Ahsoka in the little area where Morgan was showing them the map. So I think that conversation that he has about Anakin is going to happen there. Which I don't know when and if we're going to get flashbacks and what those are going to contain, but I'm going to start crying if I even think about it. So guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm super excited to get into this episode. So guys, let's get into it. Yeah, who's this person? I know it's Morok, but, like, who is Morok? What's his motivation?
Padawan.
Here we go. Remember the last time we saw hyperspace, we saw Purgles. Purgil, no S. I love that!
Well?
Not bad, but not good.
It's been a while.
Obviously.
I see you still remember the basics.
Enough to get by.
Barely.
I was gonna say, you got stabbed, girl.
How about Zatochi?
Oh no. I'm not certain Lady Wren is ready for that technique.
What's Satochi?
Thank you, Hu Yang.
Yes. Thank you, Hu Yang.
Learning to wield the Force takes a deeper commitment.
How?
That's something you'll have to discover.
Well, I discovered that according to Hu Yang, I'm the worst candidate to be a Jedi out of every Jedi he's ever known.
You told her that?
It's true.
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
I think it does.
Agreed.
Here, put this on.
You're joking. I can't see. How am I supposed to fight?
Sounds familiar.
You'd be dead.
Not if I could see you.
Exactly.
What if you
Now
can't
lower
see?
your visor and concentrate. Ready position.
Kanan couldn't see. He figured it out.
Feel my presence.
You already lost your arm. She's not gonna get it. She will eventually, but not this time. Nice! Until she's no good anymore. Too crazy, too manic. Get control of yourself. Oh! Well, that'd do it. Let's go again.
Let's go again.
I love that for us. Time to fly. Makes me think of Hera. I love space shit.
The Chancellor?
She's waiting. There are several senators with her. One of them is Ziono.
Mon Mothma? Mon Mothma!
Chancellor Mothma.
You look well. How's young Jason?
Fine, Chancellor. In fact, he's on board.
Is he? Do we get to see him?
Causing trouble with Chopper, no doubt.
I hope.
Yes, but I believe their activity speaks to a larger operation.
It always does.
Involving Thrawn.
Oh, that got her attention.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra vanished while fighting Thrawn.
And that you conveniently use a threat of Thrawn's return to acquire those
Oh,
resources.
come on.
That could be put to a more practical purpose.
Were you ever in the war, Senator?
Mm-mm.
No.
Just sat back and waited to see who came out on top?
Oh. Oh my god, I love her.
That went well.
Hey, Mom! Mom! Is it true Aunt Sabina's gonna be a Jedi?
Now, where did you hear that?
Chopper told me.
Why not?
I want to be a Jedi.
Yeah, I know you do, Jason.
Oh, his father was one of the best.
I can't use the Force. I don't feel it. Not like you do.
The Force resides in all living things, even you.
You gotta open up.
If that's true, then why doesn't everyone use it?
Talent is a factor. But training and focus are what truly defines someone's success.
I want to be able to do that. Are you gonna be able to move that cup? Move that cup.
Historically, there have been very few Mandalorians who ever became a Jedi.
I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. I need her to be herself.
Well, I suppose you do come from a long line of non-traditional Jedi.
Absolutely.
That way, she fits right in.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. How many of us stared at an object and tried to move it with our minds? How many of us tried to access the Force? Come on, girl. It just has to move a little bit. Damn.
You win this round.
She gonna get that cup.
Yang, what's happened?
We've entered the Denab system. All comm transmissions are being jammed.
Drop from hyperspace.
That's a good sign.
Why'd we drop out of hyperspace so far from the planet?
Standard Jedi mission protocol when approaching an unknown situation. In order to avoid enemy surveillance...
He's still doing this?
There also seems to be a second object. Something much larger.
A Star Destroyer?
Negative. Whatever
The
it is
ring.
has a signature which is unknown to me.
Eye of Scion. I dig her. I don't know who she is, but I dig her. I need to learn her name.
I see you got rid of my presets.
I never needed them.
So you say?
Copy that.
Hey, hold it steady!
Remember, learn to anticipate.
Now's not the time for a lesson! Just a little
Perfect time for a lesson.
You Yang, anything yet?
On the object, no. However, I have several thoughts on everything else going
Yang,
on.
not now. Alright. Get ready.
Ready.
Working as a team, I love it. Well, we know that Morok and Shin aren't going to be killed, so Sabine can get one of the other ones. Yeah, there you go.
Good work. Tell me when.
I love this. I love this so much. Oh, its ship is so cool.
If I had to guess, I would say it is some sort of hyperspace ring.
I'd like to confirm that.
Are there ways to fire
I'm
from the
surprised
ring?
You let them get this far. Prepare turbo lasers.
Turbo lasers. Yep. Armed.
Morok, form up on my wing and wait for my signal.
Okay, like he speaks, so that's good.
Open fire.
Okay, good flying. We really need Hera right now.
Starting to receive data.
I live for this. I live for this.
I would never have guessed that.
Get everything you need?
Not yet.
Okay.
See if you can get a little closer.
Are you cross-wired?
Closer, please.
I like Hu Yang. He's kind of a dick with the truth, but like I like him.
Steady, steady. This is intolerable.
You want it closer. Deflectors at 10%.
Yeah, you don't have much left. Like, come on.
Just a moment.
Hu Yang!
Complete.
Oh!
Destroyed.
Floating? Okay. Uh-oh.
Congratulations.
You almost got them.
Work fast. I'm going out there. Out there?
What?
Out where? Just keep working.
Meaning,
I'll distract
meaning
you.
what? What does that mean? Oh my god, I'm so intrigued. Okay, she has a helmet that fits her. That's good. I didn't think that was possible, but this is so cool. This is so fucking cool. Space shit! Oh, hell yeah! Ah!
The one time I could use your advice.
Spacewalk Ahsoka is amazing.
Ahsoka.
You should know she cut the ship.
Did you fix the ship yet?
It's delightful.
Go, go, go!
Amazing, amazing.
Got any more?
Oh my gosh, this is the Star Wars I fucking love.
What? What is it?
What is it? Oh, it's a Purgle! The Purgle. They were in the atmosphere? That's actually what Balin saw? I thought he saw like an image or something. I didn't think he actually saw a Purgle. So they go from Denab to the other galaxy? Oh my god! In live action, this is amazing. This is amazing. Everything about this scene, the visuals, the music, the fighting in the sky, the dog fight, everything is amazing. So I have a question. Do you guys think it's amazing? Because I do. Oh my god, they're everywhere. There's so many. Oh, welcome back.
Complete. Oh, took my battery back up a while to cycle, I suppose. What did I miss?
You almost died.
Multiple times.
Ah, yes. Standard operating procedure.
Is this where we're gonna get our confrontation with Balin? I would love. I'm so excited for them to like have that confrontation, that talk. Him to bring up Anakin. It actually gives me a little bit of anxiety. Rosé.
So it is a hyperspace ring.
Yes, but I have never seen one built on this scale before.
Yang, could a ring like that make a jump to a neighboring galaxy?
The Jedi archives speak of intergalactic hyperspace lanes between galaxies, which used to follow the migration paths of star whales named Purgle.
Yep.
Like the ones we just saw.
Really? When?
Oh, poor Hu Yang missed it. God, that music with Balin is just intense. The music is so good. Are we not gonna get a confrontation? Don't tell me the episode ends right here. Damn! Damn! Oh, so good! Dave Filoni. Wonderful. Oh my god. Okay, if you had on your bingo card Ahsoka makes a spacewalk, I would never have thought that in a million years. Holy crap, that was amazing. And with a little bit of humor in it, like there's a little bit of a cheese factor when she's floating through and she's like, okay, come get me, you know, but like the fact that like she has a spacesuit and she took down ships with lightsabers in space, like it makes me so happy. It's the Star Wars content I'm here for, is lightsabers and ship battles and force stuff and witches and Jason Syndulla. I'm dying. The episode as a whole, like this was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought really the Purgles were going to be, I keep saying Purgles. It's been very much stressed to me that it's Purgle, and that's just plural. So I'm just really excited, I think. But that the Purgle are in the Denab system on that planet, and that they like travel in intergalactic lanes, which the Jedi knew about. But what I love about that means is that they have like a highway system in which they travel. And so it should be, I don't want to say fairly easy, but like, you know, like I think, okay, so a lot of people were saying the thing about the temple and they're like, oh, so this ancient temple had a map to Thrawn in it. No, it had a map to where the Purgle either like came from, where they're located. Like there's something special about where they took Thrawn, not necessarily that it's Thrawn. The fact that we got to see them, and then, you know, Sabine even says the last time I saw those creatures was the last time I saw Ezra, you know, that's so like powerful, because like I feel like that brought her a little bit closer to Ezra again, and like a little bit closer to like having hope. Now the fact that we got Mon Mothma and that she's Chancellor Mothma, and you know there's the Senate of the New Republic, and you know the way that they talk to Hera is really upsetting. First we had the female senator who was just like, oh, it's just outliers. Like that attitude is always what gets you in trouble. That attitude is 100% why you get a resurgence of the Empire, and why the First Order was able to become a thing. And then the male senator, and I didn't have my captions on, and it drives me crazy because then I miss names. But, you know, he's just dismissing it as like, you just want to find Ezra. And it's like, you're not even concerned with the fact that even if Ezra's alive, let's say, he's most certainly in the same place as Thrawn. And if you are not familiar with Thrawn and like what he can do and who he is and how like scary of a villain he is, like because he's so calm and cool and collected and not emotional, and he doesn't have rage, but like he has rage. It's amazing. But like Hera fought him. Hera knows how dangerous he is. So regardless of the Ezra Bridger of it all, if Thrawn is still alive, if he is still out there, he is still a threat. And the fact that it was dismissed. And I love that we got Mon Mothma having a personal conversation with Hera, which means that like she knows Hera and that they've had a relationship with each other. And I know Mon Mothma appeared in Rebels, but like it was very much like she's like on like a conversational, hey, how's it going, girl? Like how's the son? How's the fam? Like, oh, your son must be hanging out with Chopper, getting into trouble. Like that's how well Chancellor Mothma knows Hera. And it was so nice to see Jason. There's a little bit of Kanan that's still alive. Woo! And he wants to be a Jedi. Imagine that. Now, Sabine and her training, first of all, I loved the music that we got with that. It was very simple, but it was enough to feel like we were going to have a training moment without it being dramatic. It was very pensive, I think. And very much when you saw her trying to concentrate, and sometimes she would land blows, but I was like, she's got to get control of herself. And that's like the one thing that, like, even though, Ahsoka doesn't believe in all of the rules of the Jedi, one thing that she knows is to be one with the Force is that you have to not let your emotions control you. And, Sabine's very sarcastic and like she's got like this personality on her. So, a lot of that has to be tamed in those moments of training so she can access that part of herself. And I was like, maybe she's going to move the cup. Is she going to move the cup? I don't think she's going to move the cup. I was like, she's going to get that cup. I really like that she feels an urgency to try to not even complete her training, but to expedite her training. And Ahsoka's just like, that's not how it works. Like, she very much is not in any rush to show Sabine or like push Sabine, but like to just, I don't even want to say gently continue her training, but like to be vigilant. Hu Yang is just, he is first of all, the truth hurts. Sometimes how you deliver the truth can hurt worse than others, and he definitely just does not care if it hurts or not. But I do love the personality that we get out of him, and the moments that we get of Hu Yang is like unforgettable. David Tennant does such a great job, but like just the presence of him, and like even when Ahsoka walked into the cockpit and the light was going across him, he's just a beautiful design. And I know a lot of people were familiar with him because of the games. I wasn't as familiar with him. I remember seeing him, but I don't remember like an interaction or anything about him. But I dig him. I dig him a lot. And of course, we got a smidgen of Chopper. Sometimes a smidgen is all you need of Chopper. If they had a Chopper focused episode, I would worry a lot. And with Shin and Morok, like I knew for sure they weren't gonna like get shot down in space or anything, but I really loved the space battle with them. It shows that they're not just like one note characters where, like they're just good with lightsabers and fighting, that they're actually good in air combat as well. Not the best, because obviously they didn't take them down. Neither did Morgan for that matter, but I really like Shin, and I want to know so much more about her. And I know she's not a main focus, but I feel like she's a very important character for Sabine's growth, as where Baylan is important for Ahsoka's growth. And I really thought we were going to get that confrontation. I thought we were going to have that conversation, and I know it's going to happen next week. But like just the shot coming up and with the music playing for Baylan and then finally revealing him, like it's so good. And like it doesn't help that Ray Stevenson he's a presence. He's a daddy. Anyway, got a little off course there. So now we're on to Nab. We're in the forest. Eventually we're going to have that conversation with Baylan and Ahsoka about Anakin, and I'm looking forward to that. Like there have been a couple times where like I get like choked up when I say things out loud, and just any sort of flashback or even like being able to access Anakin through the Force. That's going to get me choked up. That is going to be like something that like just warms my heart. But I'm hoping for a Snips and a Sky Guy, because I definitely will start crying. I definitely will start crying. Maybe he won't do it. Maybe he will. And maybe it'll be in the flashback, Anakin talking to Rex and we get D. Bradley Baker. I don't know. I'm just like trying to make up something so I can have all the stuff that I want to have happen. Oh my gosh, this episode was amazing. This episode was so amazing, and I am not disappointed, and it's nothing that I expected and everything I wanted that I didn't know I wanted. Even the hyperspace ring and like just like coming upon that and just seeing it and the size of it, and like I said, like it'd have to like really carry something huge. And I don't know, was a ship attached to it? I'm sure that's how that works. But then like once you use it, do you just like break away from it and go about your business and then come back to it, reattach, and then travel again? Or is it like one-time use? I think that that's kind of something that confuses me a little bit. Like that it's not a gateway, it's just engines that you jettison and you move freer without it. I'm not sure. I think that that's how that works, but if you know better, let me know. Because I mean, I'm not an encyclopedia of Star Wars. I am definitely not the person you want to come to for facts, but if you want all the emotions, I'm your gal. Funny little gal. Reacts. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as other things Star Wars that I have watched, like The Bad Batch, Andor, and Tales of the Jedi. All of that is on there, as well as The Mandalorian Season 3. I did not start watching before Season 3. Believe me, if Season 2 was on there, it would be tears. It'd just be tears. Just tears. I'm far too emotionally attached to these people, and I already just love and adore Ahsoka and Sabine and Chopper, Hu Yang, you know, I even Balin. Like, I'm just like, I don't want anything to happen to him. And I know that like it can only go so far because of Rey's untimely death, but like he's such a great character, even though we haven't had a ton of moments with him. There is a presence that he has that is very powerful. I want more from Morgan. I'm kind of like disappointed that we haven't had a ton from her. Even when she was in the last episode, like it was, I don't know. I really liked her in The Mandalorian. I thought she did a fantastic job. I hated her. I wanted her to get stabbed. Like that's how you know that somebody's portraying a character really well. So like I'm sure we will, but I was like really hoping in that moment she would be like really dark and menacing. Instead, she was just kind of like, shoot him. Whatever. But guys, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It does help the algorithm so more people are able to see the reaction, and it helps me out. So yeah. Guys, come back here for episode 4 because I feel like that one's going to be a banger. Like the Balin Ahsoka episode is going to be a banger. Oh my god, I can't believe we got Purgle. I am so happy. I just thought about the Loth cat and that nobody's feeding the Loth cat. Everyone said it's an outdoor cat, and I said, yeah, but who's going to puss to it? Who's going to do that for it? Makes me sad. Okay, guys. I'll see ya.